It's a bright, beautiful day here in Enterprise Television, and you are welcome to Enterprise Morning. I am Kende Boduri.
And I am Henry Igwebike.
And as usual, we are delighted to start the day with you. As always, we begin with a quick look at today's newspaper headlines before diving into the main conversation of the day. Trust me, you don't want to miss a moment with us. You can keep liking our page, follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7, and please don't forget to share as well. Thank you. So joining us this morning is Barrister Abdul Hamid Olatunji. He will be sharing expert insight on the issues before us. You're welcome.
Good morning, Barrister, and Happy New Year to you. It's the first time we're having you this year. Good morning.
Happy New Year.
Compliment of the and Kende, how are you?
I'm very well.
Fine, thank you, Barrister. Barrister, do you believe in New Year resolutions? So lots of people have theirs. Other people have see it as a transition from December 31st to January 1st. So it doesn't really make any sense. But do you believe in New Year resolutions? And if you do, what is it?
Yeah, I think as a human being who have an interest in becoming a bigger or develop yourself, you must have things that resolution that you want to. So my resolution is to see Nigeria develop and grow more than what we had now. That's my resolution.
That's very patriotic.
Exactly.
Yes. And to be honest to you, there are lots of leaders today holding very symbolic functions in Nigeria that do not wish the same thing. All they care, all they're so concerned about is themselves. Yeah. But it's wonderful that Barrister, you're saying this, and we'll truly do appreciate it. So let's start with the Daily Trust newspaper for today. Okay. Big story: Katsina killings, kidnapping, return.
Okay, we have PDP alive, strong. This is coming from Jonathan.
Yes, the explosive device recovered in Niger State.
We also have, that's on spot, Super Eagles dismiss rift, high Algeria revenge clash.
All right, on the bottom strip, we have 141 million Nigerians will be in poverty in 2026, and that's the data provided by Price Water Cooper. And we have a writer to that particular story, recommends a food supply reforms and orders. Barrister, this is actually not new. It started from the days of Muhammad Buhari when they coined the phrase multi-dimensional poor people. And Nigerians, lots of Nigerians were considered as multi-dimensionally poor. But this time around, the number is staggering, 141 million. How many is remaining?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Who else is not in that list? What's your take, Barrister?
Those who are not in that list are those enjoying our patronage, political offices, and those who are closer to the government, those who are within the corridor of power, those who are related or friends of those who are in government. So those are the 50 million plus that are not part of it. So it shows that the majority of Nigerians are in that category. So if you are not in government, if you are not close related to people in government, if you are not associated with them, those in government, even if you are a member of the party and you are not close to those who have been given appointments or who are controlling one thing or the other, you may even be part of the 140-something million they are talking about. So I think it's unfortunate that that number is huge, and I tend to believe what they say, because the way it is now today, most Nigerians are now vulnerable. Not only the vulnerability is everywhere. You can see what we have been doing before is really difficult to buy now.
Yes.
How many times when you see people call you and say they want to buy a car and they are looking for a so amount to have to eat? How many people when people call you and say, I'm building my house, please support me, I need to do this and that? What people are complaining about now is I want to eat. We have not eaten since yesterday. We have not eaten before. My children have not been able to go to school because there's no school fees. So these are the issues on ground, and we have not been able to resolve it. The hardship created by the policy of this government we have not been able to go around it. Even though the government is telling us that we are bending the corner, that things are getting better, and I see that on paper, according to them, their own statistics. But in reality, I'm looking around, I'm not seeing the corner that is bending. I'm not seeing how people are changing. Some people will tell you the price of commodity are coming down. Rather than say the price of goods are cheap now, and I ask them question: cheap compared to where? Is it really at the time when this government came in on board, or before they come on board? You see, the point is that the policy created by the government, particularly the subsidy is gone policy, which has escalated so many of this hardship, is still there, and we have not been able to provide alternative or things that will ameliorate that suffering. The government did not, they put the horse before the cart. What we're supposed to have done is to lay the foundation and ensure the foundation is solid before introducing this kind of policy. And for me, I don't even think we need this kind of policy to say subsidy is gone, because I've always believed that subsidy is not our problem. The subsidy itself is not our problem. The application of the subsidy has been the problem. And rather than the government look at that, provide solution to that application that has been engulfed with corruption and lack of transparency or accountability, decide to say, look, we are going to impose more hardship on the citizens. There should be more, they should bear it. Where they are asking us to bear it, they are enjoying to their life to the fullest. That is the sad part of it. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, I want to agree with that report, bearing in mind the reality on grants, not what the government is telling me, because the government will come and say our GDP is rising, the inflation is now 20%, 30%, 55%. They will mention one figure or the other in terms of statistics. Statistics is not what we are going to chop. Statistics is not what will pay my people's house rents. Statistics is not what will pay people's children's school fees. Statistics is not what will take care of people at the hospital. Statistics is not what will give people employment. So you must that statistics must reflect in the life of the citizen. Until that happen, I will not believe that the government is doing more to eradicate that. Some people will also come and say, look, to show you that the government is doing enough. You can see in December, unlike before, there used to be fuel scarcity. Those people forgot that before this year, there was no Dangote refinery. So if you have scarcity in this December, then Dangote has failed. That is the meaning of what they are saying. So the fact that there was no subsidy in December was not as a result of the effort of the government. It was not. So anybody that's giving credit to the government for not having queue in December, the filling station, is not getting the right the accolades to. Is not giving the accolade to the right person. Dangote refinery is the reason why that queue was not seen, because we now have the fuel in our country. Before they will say they are importing, they are still expecting, they are this and that happen. There is an increase in price of it, but that's no longer the case, because we now have it within our own country. So that is not, and that was not the workings of those in government today. It is not government refinery. If it's a NNPCL that is doing that, I would say yes, the government has done enough to revive our refineries. But refineries are still in comatose. So how would I now celebrate the government because we are saying because the people are saying the lack of that queue is to show that we are progressing, that the government is doing the right thing. I'm telling them not to dream, because I have not seen what the government has done in that regard to ensure that that fuel is surplus. What happened is that we have Dangote refinery, who has come to cover the gap that we always have before now. So if we are talking about NNPCL providing enough fuel for us now, I would say yes, that is the work of the government. But today, it's Dangote refinery that is doing it. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, I tend to agree, or I want to align with the position of the of the report by the PwC, or what is her name again? I want to align with their position.
All right.
I want to regard to the reality on.
Okay, thanks for being explicit for the story. So let's go to Punch newspaper, and beneath that we have Ekitipo. Opposition parties threaten boycott over PDP exclusion. Okay, so Barrister, let's get your take on this. What do you think about this particular story?
They threaten boycott.
Yes.
Exactly. If they boycott, election, it will go on and nothing will happen. Election will be declared, and unfortunately, they will not even be able to challenge it. Because if you boycott, if you didn't participate in the election, you can't challenge it even at anywhere at the tribunal. Unfortunately, they don't have candidates according to INEC now, because of the crisis in the party. They believe that there is no clear-cut what's it called, decision as to who are the right member of NWC, who is to sign the form, who is not to sign. So in other words, because of that crisis and the court orders that is available, they are saying they cannot recognize anybody. So if you are not able to recognize anybody, then you will not be able to submit the list of your candidates. So I will not blame INEC for that. I will blame the party for not being able to organize themselves very well to be able to submit a candidate in line with the law. I think they need to come together and then be more circumspect in whatever they are doing. Ekiti, the way it is now, APC is cruising to victory without much a challenge. I just hope maybe probably ADC, if they have a candidate, because ADCs appear to be becoming stronger now. I appear to be becoming the most stronger opposition that we are hoping that we are going to have today, as it is now. I will not blame Yannick for that. It is the doing of the party.
Yes, but Barrister, it's actually strange you're saying this as if you are a spectator. You know what happens with the PDP because you're a card-carrying member there. You said they should find a way of handling themselves. But you know what the reason is. You know what the issue is. And I would have loved that you get into the cheese of the matter and tell us what you really think would be done at this point. And I'd love you to add that to this other one. 2027, Jonathan pledges active role in PDP.
I did not address that. I did not address that because the question you asked me has nothing to do with the crisis of the PDP. I only raised that crisis in my contribution. The issue is that they were not recognized. What was the reason why they were not recognized? Because they are a crisis. So until that is settled, as it is today, now I won't say it's a reality that there's crisis in as to who is lead. We have Turaki led the NWC and we have Abraman led the NWC. Both of them are laying claim to the seat. So which one should INEC recognize? There are court orders according to INEC. So INEC is acting in line with the rule of law as far as I'm concerned.
Wow. INEC is acting according to the rule of law. Yeah. And if that is against the opposition, that is fair, that is fine. Is that what you're saying, Barrister?
If INEC that cause it, so if you are not doing what you are supposed to do, should INEC come and help you and say in the name of having opposition, we should just allow you to do it the way you want to do it?
But you will agree with me, Barrister, that INEC knows too very well that the substantial leaders of the PDP is with the Turaki-led NWC. INEC knows that, no doubt. They equally know that the Yes and Wike faction is a distraction to the PDP.
You can't say that. Even me as a member of PDP, I do not believe that Turaki is the leader of the PDP.
You don't believe that Turaki is the leader of the PDP? Really?
Yeah, I do not believe that convention that was legal. I do not believe that it was legal. I believe it was done contrary to the rule of law. There are court orders which restrain them from going ahead with it. So I see that it's just jamboree as a meeting of friends. So if INEC is also seen in that manner, I won't blame them. So you see, like I said, we have created an opening for INEC to rely on. And the Yoruba, they say that if there is no crack in the wall, lizard will not enter. So there is crack in the wall of PDP. So INEC is exploiting that crack. So you will not blame INEC for that. Who created the crack? Is it INEC? Should INEC now look away because we must have opposition? So you will be wrongly blaming INEC. What we need to do is for PDP to sit down and resolve their crisis within themselves and ensure that, look, they know where they are going. You see, even those who are claiming to be working with Turaki, who even orchestrated that convention, some of them are talking behind with ADC. If you don't know, some of them who are the major factor in that convention at Ibadan, they are talking with ADC behind.
But Barrister, so are you sure that Saraki might not? Are you sure that Saraki might not find himself with the ADC as we speak? Because you know politics is the more you look, the less you see. Because sometimes you don't try to defend what you would at the end of the day, find it difficult to explain.
What are you saying? I don't understand. Are you saying Saraki has no right to join any other party?
That's what I'm saying. If you are saying that those within the ranks of Turaki are beginning to speak to the ADC, then it means that it's possible that PDP might collapse into the ADC.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying those who are even promoting the Turaki, or those who promoted the Ibadan Convention or whatever, are already thinking that it appears there's a problem. Let's find the alternative. See where we can rest our head, so that in case we are not recognized by INEC. That's what I'm saying. I'm not here speaking as a media person for Saraki. Okay. But what I know is that Saraki has a legal right to belong to any party of his choice. It is his right. If you say he wants to be APC tomorrow, if you say he wants to be ADC or want to be NNPP or whatever, it is right. He has the right, like any other Nigerian. That's like Tunji has a right to belong to any party of his choice. It's his right. So if he belongs to it, if he decides to go tomorrow, that is his choice. I won't blame him for that.
All right. So, Barrister, I would love us to take a look at this other story. This is from the Guardian newspaper. APC has no right to complain about Wike, says the PDP. I do not know which of the PDP. Is it the Turaki-led or the Wike-led PDP? But the PDP is saying that the APC has no right to talk about Wike because what Wike has done to the PDP is what, fortunately, he's taken to the APC. So, what do you think is happening with the APC? Do you think the same? Do you see the same destabilization that had happened with the PDP equally coming to the APC?
Let me. I got you there because you align with my position when I said there are crises in PDP. You are saying which of the PDP leadership? Can you see now?
Yes.
You cannot even ascertain which one is the leadership of the PDP. So that is to say INEC was right when they say they are not sure of which of the camp is the right one until the court decide. You see, what is happening in APC is a matter. I know it's a matter of time that there will be issues between Wike and some of the people in APC. Wike has gotten his time. He has enjoyed it, but the table is turning in a way now because of the game being played by Fubara. The Wike did not see Fubara join APC coming the way it happened. So, and joining APC the way he joined APC, not just joining APC, he went to APC through other means who are also powerful, who are also recognized by the president. Fubara now has, in quotes, new godfathers in the governor of Imo State and some other members of and some other people in the So through that, they were able to lead him to the president, and is able to have is now having access to the president without the involvement of Mr. Wike. So Mr. Wike is seeing that, look, it appeared the rug is being, they want to lift the rug from my feet, and that's why he's moving from one place to another. There's fire on the mountain, and that's why you can see for the general secretary of APC, yes, to come out and spoke the way, reacted the way he reacted to Wike. It shows that there are undertone, there are things behind. Otherwise, if they see Wike that they recognize in APC the way it was, they will not say what that thing will not come out from the Senator Ajibala Bashiru, yes, in that manner. So it shows that there is something, and you can see the attack. Even Mr. Wike sent attack so many. Even the national chairman of the APC was attacked by Mr. Wike. So many other people in APC were attacked. So he's feeling the heat, and he's trying to see. So there's possibility of a likely problem if it's not well settled, because Mr. Wike is now in two parties. He's in the PDP, he's in APC. Because otherwise, I do not know why a man in PDP want to determine who become a governance candidate, a governance candidate of APC. If APC wants to give a ticket to Fubara, what is the problem of Mr. Wike? Is Mr. Wike in APC now? He has not told us he has joined APC, if he has been encouraged to create a problem in PDP, then APC should also take it. If he is creating problem in APC now, so the way you lay your bed, so you lie on it. The bed being laid by APC for other people to step on or to step on is what Wike is trying to give them back now. Because if Wike is a man that he does not take any whatever thing he is looking for, whatever fight he's fighting, he must be the winner. Otherwise, there will be a problem. So he must be a winner. If he's not winning, he's not going to be the winner, then he won't take it. And that's why you see what you see in PDP. It's not, and people will come and say he was betrayed by people in PDP. I don't know how they betrayed him. And was he promised a presidential candidate Was he promised a vice presidential candidate? Was he promised, and the people will come and say, since the day he was betrayed in PDP, the PDP has wronged him, and they need to beg him. I don't know what they did to him.
Well, what they did to him, Barrister, is during the primaries, in case we would love to have people know, what they did to him was during the primaries, he had already thought he would win, only for one of the candidates to drop and go on the way of Atiku Abubakar. So that's the betrayal.
Is that an offense? Is that
when you reach an agreement with somebody, barrister, you will agree with me as a barrister and as a learned person. When you have an agreement with someone, right, and the person goes behind you to do something that's opposite, don't you think that is a betrayal?
If they have an agreement, Tambuwa will not contest. We'll have stepped down for him. And if he has an agreement, are you saying Tambuwa as a person has no right to decide what he wants to do? Is that agreement between the party? Was it not an individual agreement? The agreement between one member of the party between themselves, is that binding on the party? Could that be a problem of the party? That's an internal arrangement. That's what they call politics. If he was played by Wike and he was able to get it right, win, he would say he played it well. He would see himself as master strategist. So if he played it and they played it against him, he lost, and he was not seen it as an offense. He now turned the table and started talking about the turn of the South. The turn of the South, I did not say before contesting election. Before the election, he said whoever wins, he will support that person.
He will support, yes.
He did not say if a winner comes from the North, I will back out. He didn't say so. Until when he lost. He now begin to campaign and say it is the turn of the South. And that's they are being marginalized. And you people who are interested, who have sentiments, followed him, saying yes, he's right. He's right. The Northerners are marginalizing us, as if Northerners have been president for years, as if Jonathan was not there, as if out of the how many years we are really in democracy now. If you look at the number, South and North, the South have done more than the North. Before that time, you people are complaining about marginalization. Not has done. They done 10 years or so. I can't remember. 2 years for Yaradua.
Yes.
8 years for Buhari.
For himself.
And even we are talking about this arrangement we're talking about. It's not constitutional thing. It's an arrangement. It's an internal arrangement between people. So if just to say we are ignoring this arrangement, we are going different way. How is that offense against the country? How is that an offense against the constitution? How is that an offense against an individual? When we all agree. In fact, if you recall that the committee set up by the PDP to determine where the presidency will be sown to was headed by one of the G5 members, Governor Otton. And what did he say? He said he should be thrown open. The same person now turned back and said that was marginalization. So and you people do not see the game in that one, and you are backing the Wike because he said it's the South. It's the South. You people are thinking Obi will win election at that time. So for me, I think I do not believe that he was wrong in any way. It was politics, and it was the policy was played better than him. Tambuwa has the right to join anybody he wants to join. He has the right to contest. He has the right to step down for anybody he wants to step down for. If Tambuwa decides to betray Wike, that is between himself and Tambuwa, not the entire PDP. So, and after all, Wike also betrayed people. Mr. Peter Obi brought them to power politics. What is the relationship between Mr. Peter Obi today? Mrs. President Jonathan made him the governor, assisted him to become the governor. What is the relationship today? He was a secretary under Rotimi Amici and chief of staff.
He was chief of staff. Yes.
Chief of staff.
Chief of staff. Yeah.
What is the relationship today?
So when we say betrayal. So Barrister, with all of these historical antecedents that you have now, Barrister, what do you see coming with the relationship between Nyesom Wike and President Bola Tinubu? Do you equally see the same thing?
The president is enjoying it. The benefit of the dispute in Rivers State between Fubara and Wike is to the president. He now has the two camps on his side fighting for him. So the president will be wise to accommodate two of them and see how he can play them.
Wow.
100%. Because the PDP led by Wike now and the APC being led by Wike and Fubara are all fighting for the president.
Wow.
So why would the president come out and say, I'm supporting Mr. A? That means he's trying to take away certain support from himself. So Mr. Bennett will not do anything that in that regard. He will manage all of them, or the two of them.
Barrister,
And
it is easier said than done. Remember, the same time for the presidential election comes first. The next is the governorship. Yeah. By the time APC fills in Fubara, Nyesom Wike will be aggrieved, obviously. Yeah. So don't you think that would equally affect the relationship between Nyesom Wike and President Bola Tinubu?
That would be until when you get there. That would have been president would have either won or lost his election, won or lost the election. So if he had won or lost, whatever happened to Wike against him will no longer be an issue. But I think we are jumping the gun ourselves. Let's even see how the primary will go first, because I know the primary that is coming between July, so many issues will come up. There will be so many other recamping and redecamping. There will be realignments. Some people because some of the people who are moving to APC today now, some of them don't even understand that they are at risk. Some of them who are commissioners who have been in the House of Member may not get their ticket back. Wow. Because those who are joining from PDP to join APC from PDP, the APC already have people who are targeting that ticket or who are already using the ticket. So who will drop it for who? The chairman, you will also recall that a PDP, for instance, Akwa Ibom State now, they have their own chairman. Now they've joined APC. He will not take over from the chairman of APC. In that, it will now be a member, ordinary member. Those people will be fighting for one thing or the other. There will be a lot of issues. So let's wait that we have what's it called, the primaries. I believe they can be able to manage it, because in Nigeria, once you have the president, people try to be loyal and they play that sacrifice game with you. They want to take everything and they bottle their differences. They in between, silence of the graveyard will also operate.
All right, let's hope that.
So let's see how it goes.
Yes, let's hope that the silence.
The reality is that it's not easy for Mr. Wike now. The things that game are changing, and that's why he's moving from one local government to another to be able to recapture his structure. How it will happen, I don't know. Now that Mr. Fubara is in the APC, and APC is the ruling party, who is giving Mr. Wike the support to be able to, now there can't be declaration of emergency. Because because it's now in APC. So, and I don't see the president declaring a state of emergency in a country, in a state ruled by a member of the party.
He won't even dare. He won't even dare. But speaking about that, Kenny, this is sometimes I do not know why some of our political big men do not read the handwriting on the wall. There used to be a man called Rochas Okorocha. He was a strong member of the APC. In fact, at that point, he felt he was the one determining what goes on in the APC and telling President Muhammad Buhari late what he should do, only for the APC to sideline him. And today, Rochas Okorocha is not significant in the APC and is equally not in the political scene. El Rufai was one of those that made it possible for President Bola Tinubu today. He is neither here nor there. So,
I feel they have their personal reasons, right? And even if we talk about them, we talk about what they do, we don't stay with them, right? So, associating with the president or associating with that leader that they think that, okay, this person might win or this person might not win, they have this personal interaction with them. So, we, on the other hand, we can be speculating, we can get our facts right, we can even, there are some people that will just, want to support and oppose, but it still remains the fact that these people, they are just like what we already know they're in a cabal, they have their people and they have who wants to put them there and who wants to make them fall. So I feel everything just boils down on having trust on someone that okay, this person is going to do well at the end of the day. But Nigerians, we just hope.
Yes, let's keep being hopeful. And just to let you know that Barrister is still here and will be here to take us on our main conversation when we return. Political tension rises as Atiku Abubakar issues democracy warning to President Bola Tinubu. That in a bit still Enterprise Morning. Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back.